here we have the second summer skin of this patch and counterpart to Lene Peppermint, potential woman peach parfait. Decked out in a way more summery and friendly color scheme, it comes with certain buffs and very detailed features I'd love to dissect, so let's get right into it. From the front, just like Lene, Chisa's swimsuit is a two-piece. Both pieces in a plaid pattern with a transparent skirt over the lower half and a very cute slight gradient. I think the skirt is still meant to give that slight school look for Chisa with the plaid and the lines. Though me personally, I think it's just a nice addition to the two-piece. She also has flowers in her hair and frills all over. From the side, Chisa, well, as I've mentioned in my last video, she's been buffed. Though you could argue you couldn't really see it under the jacket before, I think the same argument of Lene's bra missing and Chisa's fit being a bit more baggy might just run here. Aside from this, her hair is about the same length, though with more braided and colored detail. Her leg isn't allowed any blood circulation, it seems, and her shoes are, much like Lene, cute sandal heels. From the back, I think I've made the skirt a bit too transparent again, but you can see the plaid pattern on her two-piece better here. She has a beret covering most of the back of her head, with two pigtails coming out from under it, and generally still so many little bows, a fuck ton of flowers, and frills. Much like Lene, the last side isn't mirrored to make a basic, not really, but less fabricked outfit, I guess. More interesting with bracelets, band-aids, earrings, and so on. Chisa's face looks a bit redder to me. Perhaps due to the new color scheme throughout the new fit, the blush as well as the shading for the bangs just pop out a bit more to me. I'll add a comparison on screen, maybe I'm just fucking blind. Her eyeshadow and eyeliner, as well as her eyes, are the same, though again her lips seem a bit redder. Visual mesh-wise, she has a lot less than the average story-relevant character. I'd also go with the same explanation as I did with Lene, being that the skin isn't really being used in any story-relevant content at the moment, but also because Chisa herself is either the serious or the shy girl when conversing, so perhaps more wide or over-the-top expressions aren't needed. The bangs are mostly the same shape-wise, aside from a little bit of layering on top for this really cute white flower hairband. Talking flowers, she has one strand at the front instead of two here, with flower pins. She has one-sided pink flower earrings. Why they are one-sided, no idea. And lots of pink flowers at the front of her beret with this pink ribbon and on top of it. The beret itself has a cherry blossom, I think, symbol at the front with plaid lining and is majorly white with some flowers printed onto it, along with pink lines. There's also writing, which is a bit clearer than usual. According to my very trusty translator, being twitter.com, this text means seaside vacation. Very creative. Now, take this with a grain of salt, but from the amount of letters, this seems pretty accurate. From this beret, there's two bigger parts of hair separated into pigtails. They're bound by these actual hair ties with bows on them and have long braids, little hot pink highlights, and a very soft pink gradient at the end. Moving further down, we have the top of her two-piece, being connected to a choker-like halter by mere white strings. what this is holding. Maybe nothing, but I guess it's for decoration. This also has more little flowers. The buff is quite evident here. Regardless, it has little red bows at the top connected to these plaid, nicely stitched cups. They're held together in the middle with this polka dot bow and a tiny necessary piece of fabric. The top goes all the way around with 2 more halter strings to maybe support the bust, with this crisscross elastic, I believe. Underneath this are white semi-translucent frills with 2 pink lines all the way around. Chisa, like Lene, has band-aids too. Though I don't know if she hurt herself, one is up here with a little panda. Also, like other models, Chisa has very nice skin shading. Going back to Kuro just flexing, she has armpit and very detailed side and middle bust, as well as, if we remove the frills, ribcage and shoulder blade indents and shading. Looking at the arms, one is quite empty, with only 2 semi-Lene colored, blue and yellow, though I'd argue Lene is more of a turquoise, bracelets, and 1 flower one. Why I say Lene is because Lene has 1 Chisa colored one. The other arm is a bit more decked out, with a frilly, slightly translucent band on top of her tacet mark, with more red pearl flowers around. Further down, there's just more white strands around her lower arm, probably just as decoration since it isn't really connected to the hand, though yet more fucking flowers, because why not? This hand, much like Lene, has a singular ring with a white flower on it. Her nails are a pretty pink, and the hands are, again, as we've known by now, very detailed with visible bone structure, joint shading, and veins. Moving further down, we have her overlaid skirt, which I've mentioned earlier. Fastened, maybe more held to her waist, with this little strap going into it. The skirt itself is the same frilly, semi-translucent material, which we've seen 3 times now, with a slight pink gradient and more lines, though it is slightly hiked up on one side compared to the other. On top of this, she has the teeniest, tiniest bag with the same sakura flower emblem and lines similar to the beret. The bag is wrapped around her hips with this blue, white, and pink, actually functional belt, with a big flower and stripy big bow, along with a silver cherry blossom flower accessory on the other side. The bow has this really nice iridescent effect and glittery flowers and lines along it. Removing the skirt, she has the lower part of her two-piece, which is in the same plaid pattern. It has very, necessary diamond holes at the back she has to compare to Lene's ass crack somehow, and a side V line and behind shading, nothing really notable. Moving down to her legs, she has a very tight pink leg strap on one side, apparently not getting blood circulation is the current trend, and another band-aid on the other with yet another bear. Though I've been debating whether this is a polar bear or an otter. All the way down, we have her very stringy and detailed beach heels. Lots of pink and white strings connecting to the polyrattern textured heels. On one side, she has a larger white strap over the lower foot, while the other has a grey ankle band on the top. They both have more different kinds of metal flowers, Please just take a shot every time you see a flower, you will not make it through this video. And strands going in between her toes like flip-flops. Her toenails are colored pink like her fingernails, and there's indents, probably to resemble flip-flops, in the rattan where her feet are. Aside the texturing, the heel is quite high. I really wonder how she didn't floor herself more while playing volleyball. The underside has a little flower indent and strands going crisscross in a random pattern. Removing the shoes, her feet are mostly modeled. There's some shading here and slight mesh missing there where the straps would be, but otherwise we have veins, bones, and unfortunately no sole. Chisa's skin, much like Linnea's, is one of my favorite among the beach skin line. Of course, there aren't really that many, but with Kuro improving a lot, the skins will look better and better now and in the future. Though for me personally, it's a bit too many fucking flowers. Next up is either finally Lucilla or Xingxiao. I don't know if I'm saying that right, I hope so. Which I'm really excited for in the game. I hope you enjoyed and have a nice day. Bye bye.